Hi friends, welcome to SriSai IT Hub. In this video of Core Java Programming, we are going to discuss the following topic: vector class with generic collections in Java Collections Framework. So first of all, we'll understand what is collection framework in Java. So Java collections means collection of objects or group of objects as a single unit or single object in Java program. Then what is framework? So framework means it is a library which is provided by Java to work with Java collection of objects, and this library is available to us in the form of java.util package. So here in collections framework, we have collection interface, which is a top level interface or base interface for different classes and interfaces which are available in Java collections framework. So under this collection interface, we have four popular collections. First one, list collection. Second one, set collection. Third one, queue collection. And fourth one, map collection. So list, set, queue are inherited from collection interfaces, but map collection is not inherited from collection interface, but still it is part of Java collections framework. So now Java collections is only for objects but not primitive data types. So if we store any primitive data type also, internally it will be stored in the form of object only. So hence in Java collections, every data is stored as object itself. To be more precise, it will be stored as object class object format. So now coming to the concept of vector class with generic collections. So first of all, vector class is available in java.util package, and vector class, it is inherited from list interface, which in turn is inherited from collection interface, and collection interface is inherited from iterable interface. So vector class is clonable, serializable, and random accessible. All these three are inherited interfaces, and they are marker interfaces. So marker interfaces, they don't have any data members or abstract methods. They will provide special functionality for our class. So clonable provides cloning of vector, serializable provides serialization and deserialization, random access provides accessing the elements of a vector collection randomly using indexes. So if you see the description of the vector class, so go to the command prompt, working directory, and issue the command java p -p java.util.vector. So vector, it is inherited from list, random access, clonable, and it is also serializable. Right. So and vector class. So coming to some technical points related to the vector class. So first point goes like this. So vector class stores the collection of objects as one-dimensional array, and its initial default capacity is 10, and it accepts duplicate objects. Order of objects is not preserved in vector class, and it provides indexes to the collection of objects, and vector class is a legacy class. So what is legacy class? A class which is clonable, serializable, and methods are synchronized is known as legacy class. So if you see the methods in vector class, they are synchronized. So vector class object can be used in multi-threaded applications. Right. So now coming to the constructors and methods. So in the description of the vector class, okay, so vector E. So E indicates generic parameter here. Okay. So using generic parameter, we can store only that particular type of data in vector collection. So this is a default constructor with an initial capacity of 10, using which we can create a vector collection of objects initially empty. And then we are going to use methods like add element of E, and then set element E at a particular index position, insert element E at a particular index position, element at int at a particular index position. Okay, so these are return types are E. So E indicates here generic parameter uh, which specifies which type of object need to be stored in the vector collection. Right. So now let us try to understand generics with vector collection. So generics concept is introduced in Java 5 version, and this allows us to store the collection of objects with respect to their data types. And this is possible through generic data types or parameterized data types. So whenever we are creating the object of a particular collection class, at that time only we are going to specify which type of objects need to be stored in the collection. So by default, all classes which are available, all classes and interfaces which are available in Java collections are generic collections only. So if we see the description of the vector class, so vector E, so here E indicates generic parameter. So it is a generic parameter here which decides which type of object need to be stored in the vector collection. Right. So now if we create an object, so vector, we have to pass the generic parameter in diamond operator, less than and greater than symbol. So I want to store only integer, vc is equals to new vector in diamond operator integer. So less than and greater than symbol is a diamond operator here. So I want to add element 10. So it will check whether it is an integer and stores. So this is okay. And then vc.add element java. So it will check whether it is an integer. No. So you'll get an error for adding string data into the vector, which is collection of integers. And when we are accessing, okay, we don't require downcasting. For example, element at 0. So 0 index element 10. So when we are accessing 10 object, internally it is available in the form of integer object. No need to do downcasting. So directly we can use that in our program. So the main advantages of generic collections is checked collections, check and store that particular type of data, and type safe collection. Whenever we are accessing elements or objects of a collection, no need to do downcasting. And in collections, it performs auto boxing for storing the object in the collection and auto unboxing for accessing the or getting the objects from the collection. So these are two advantages. So let us try to understand this with a small program. Vector class example 10.java. So take a new page. First we'll write the comments. Program to demo vector class with generic collections. So import java.util package and then take the main class with main method and save the program in our working directory. So create an object of vector class by passing a generic parameter integer using diamond operator and print vector. Initially it will be empty. So after that we are adding three elements, vc.add 10. So it will check for integer and store, add element 20, add element 30 and print vc. Right. So now let us put a comment for remaining case. So initially it will be empty. After adding three elements 10, 20, 30, it will be displayed on the console. Right. So save this. So Java C vector class example, it is 10.java. So compile it. So we'll not get the warning for unchecked unsafe operations. Okay. And then run it. So initially it is empty. We have added 10, 20, 30. So now let us try to add Java 1.5 true. So string floating boolean. Save it. Recompile. We'll get an error. So here adding Java or adding 1.5 adding true. Okay. So this is not possible. Or else you can also say here add element. Add element. So it is not able to find that particular. Right, so save it and then recompile. Okay, so here we are supposed to change the object to VC vector. Right, so save it and then recompile. So we'll get an error for incompatible method. Incompatible type string, float, boolean cannot be converted to integer because we are going for generic collections. Right, so now let us try to insert element at particular position. So VC dot insert element at first index 40, second index 50 and print VC. So first index 40 and second index 50. Recompile and run. So first index 0, 1, 40, 2, 50. 3, 4, 20 and 30. Total 5 elements. So next we'll try to access the elements without typecasting or downcasting. So VC dot element at 0, 0th index position. No need to convert that into integer. Directly store in X, print X. Similarly, VC dot element at 4, 4th index. So directly store that in Y and print Y. So first element and last index element, which is the last element. So no downcasting is required. So we are supposed to do the downcasting here, something like integer. So this is not required. So save it, then recompile and then run. So that is not required. So first element is 10 and last element is 30. So anyhow, this is not required. Right, so if we remove this generic data type, which is passed as a parameter to vector object while creating it, save it and run it. So here we are getting incompatible types, okay, and we are also getting the warning here, 2 warnings. So the first warning is uncheck unsafe operations, okay. Right, so better to provide integer and then integer for generic collection. Now just recompile this and run it. So we'll get the output. So this is how we are supposed to work with vector class with generic collections in Java collections framework. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, comment and share this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel Sri Sai IT Hub. Have a nice day.